This is a Headgum podcast.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
With Beck and Kyle.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Is coffee? Whose coffee is
yeah,
this?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is my coffee. Clearly, I've had a couple glasses of it. And, I'd love to get just like like turned up. And
What's on here? There's like some weird like little speckles on the couch or something.
oh, okay.
Fuck, what the
You all
fuck?
right, dude? Speckles on the couch. Ew, did you? That seems freshly wet.
I don't think so.
Froderick? Froderick, did you wet the couch?
Froderick was like a British man?
Yeah, he was like, your creamed jeans, sir.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Just because I have your creamed couch, sir, right here, ready, freshly slippery for you, sir.
Oh, you're Frod.
I think you were Froderick.
Yeah.
But
It was
I'm doing
definitely, it was
Froderick.
Froderick. It was
Oh, yeah, it was Froderick. And can anybody be Froderick? Can anybody be Froderick? You were Froderick. It's not a great start, Kyle. It's not a great start, Kyle.
what?
The start of the show. It's like you're like talking about how you like. You're talking about like it looks like you kind of.
What did I do
It
wrong?
looks like you came on the couch, dude. And then you're like, "What are these speckles?" And then I started doing Froderick, and you were like, "Are you Froderick?" And I was like, "Well, you were Froderick." And I was trying to set you up to be Froderick and talk about the creamed couch, but
But I thought it. Okay, so wait,
Not a great
it's shifting. The stuff is shifting.
Wait, what do you mean?
It looked different.
Well, it's drying.
Never heard of it.
I don't know how
Dude,
it
it's
got wet.
amazing to see you,
It's
man.
amazing to see you. I was just thinking the same thing. It's like, wow, here we are. What's our podcast? The
.com. We built a website.
with Finn Wolfhard.
Dude.
Check out that Squarespace episode. But let me tell you about this podcast for anybody who doesn't know. It's a podcast called What's Our Podcast, where we don't know what our podcast is about. So we have a guest come in and tell us what they think it should be about. It's with Beck and Kyle.
Oh, I want it to be about comic books.
Oh, yeah. Like the X-Men? Or like Johnny Trombone.
Yes, Johnny Trombone. I loved that comic as a kid, and the thing, what I
love
liked
Johnny
about the
Trombone.
Johnny Trombone comics is that you sort of like, yes, he was part
a
of the
trombone.
Trombone force, and they like, of course, like were protecting Earth, and but also could do like interplanetary
interplanetary
travel. But the whole trombone community, like it was even outside of the comic books, like it was about like meeting new people, eating good food,
going out.
and like that is why, like, to me as a kid, like I wasn't into Captain America. I wasn't into Wolverine. I was into Trombone.
Johnny Trombone, a guy who had really good connecting, like social skills, building
Yes.
community, like
He was
connecting.
like the origin story is he's like a little kid who who always wore a blue shirt,
Yes.
and he couldn't, as I recall,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't know how to ask questions.
Right. Yeah. He didn't
So
know
it would always be like,
that's right.
I need a slice of pizza.
Yeah, it would be like that's exactly.
So he'd go to the pizza place and like, I need a slice of pizza. I need to know if there's cheese here.
Yes.
But he couldn't ask a question.
Yes, and that's why he had such good community building
Yes, and
skills.
it was Johnny Trombone.
Johnny Trombone. He didn't wait around and ask people stuff. He was a man of action, and people loved him for that. And
Yes.
yeah,
But it was really the Trombone community.
yes, yeah.
What
Kyle's
about
playing with the
sort of like
coasters.
a Two-Face type? Remember Two-Face from the Batman
Oh, yeah,
movies?
yeah.
So this side is, for those of you who are listening, I'm holding a coaster. One side is sort of look beautiful marble, ivory,
Quartz.
It's beautiful. Like this is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. It's like if I were to describe the colors, I'd say there's gray, and it looks almost like looks like an old
Beautiful.
shell. It looks like an old shell.
Yeah, marble.
And on the other side, look at this.
Cork.
It looks like cork. It looks It feels like cork. Feel that.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Thank
Feel
you,
that.
Kyle.
So if you're just listening, if you're listening, you can't see it. One side is cork, The other side is more like a marble.
Just don't say that again because you said it enough to a marble.
We got a marble side and then
side
quark.
over here, a quark
Now,
side
here's what
over
we
here.
do. If I flip this and it lands on the marble side, great days are ahead.
Okay, marble side up. And if it lands on the cork side up, then?
Bad days aplenty.
Okay. All right, where are you going to let it land?
Right here on the floor.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going for either great days ahead or bad days aplenty. Okay. You tell the audience what it lands on, okay?
Okay, ready?
Watch your feet, Beck.
Okay.
It's going right there.
There we go. Ooh, bad days of plenty. All right.
Well, we got a great show today.
We got a great show. Bad days of plenty, but we have a great show. Robby Hoffman. Wow.
I mean, we both watched her special. Incredibly funny.
She is so funny. Love her special. Yeah, and love her.
Yeah, very
I could
funny.
hear her talk. She can just talk. She has a lot of thoughts that she has very clear thoughts that she believes in, so she can just like go. But she's also a great listener.
Yeah, and like such an awesome, distinct voice, persona. Yeah. Like she's incredible, and it's going to be interesting to see how she vibes with the What's Our Podcast format.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her vibe with it, or not vibe with it. But she's coming in, so
knock, knock, knock. Here's
Robby
Hoffman.
Hoffman.
What's Our Podcast? The show where we'd ask a person to tell us what our podcast.
We already said that part.
I forgot.
Oh.
This podcast is brought to you by Harry's.
Nice intro, dude.
This podcast is brought to you by
Harry's.
This podcast is... Why am I still saying that? It's because Harry's is actually bringing you this podcast right now. They've been really, really cool to me and Beck.
Yeah, thanks for saying all that, Kyle. You know, that makes me think. Don't you feel like everything in your life has leveled up? Think about it. Your phone is basically a supercomputer in your hand. Mm-hmm. Your car, if you have the right car, it can park itself.
Yeah, I guess.
If you have the right car,
Right.
I'm not going to trust my car to do that.
Yeah.
But your headphones cancel noise like a magician bringing in a rabbit out of a hat. So let me ask you this: why is your razor still flimsy, overpriced, and stuck in 2008, dude?
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's time to get smart. Let me tell you about Harry's.
Okay.
I love using Harry's.
I don't know if I'll understand it.
Harry's is a razor.
Okay, I get that.
Harry's is a razor that you buy and you drag it on your face and it takes off the hairs.
Oh man, it looks like you probably used the razor more recently than I did.
That's right. Huh? I actually used this is a Harry's razor shave.
It looks smooth as all hell.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I love the razors. They get close. I like the little plastic cartridges. I like the way they clip on to the little holder, the little stem thing. You know, you replace the razors. I just like everything about it. I like the packaging. It feels good to use Harry's.
Well, Harry's Plus has an advanced pivoting system to reach every corner of your face.
I knew that.
Refined blade tech for a close, smoother shave and a weighted metal handle. Harry's
Yes.
heaviest handle ever.
I don't have the heaviest one, but I've been meaning to save up for it.
Control and comfort.
But it's actually very affordable.
Feels like an expensive shave, but it isn't.
That's why I said it's very affordable.
Refills are still cheaper than the other guys.
Yes.
And you know what other guys I'm talking about. I'm looking at you, Albert.
Barry
and Albert. Designed with progressive blades for less tug and pull. I like a progressive blade. I don't need somebody
tugging and pulling at you.
Yeah.
At least not up there.
With Harry's Plus, you get a barbershop quality shave with German engineered blade.
And which is why we're always all saying, I need a German blade.
Yeah.
Each blade is honed at 3 different angles to cut the hair cleanly.
Hey, thanks for that, man.
Yeah, it's like that at the root without tugging. Again, then when this isn't like a little tugging thing. It's more of like a cutting. It's like a German blade that's gonna cut the hairs.
Well,
at
the blade
root.
space is optimized to glide smoothly and avoid clogging.
I hate clogging on my face.
Drugstore blades clog so fast. So.
Drugstore blades clog so fast.
I know, and especially I think I got thick hair.
That is the thing. When I clean my Harry's razor, all the hairs come out.
That's gotta feel nice.
It's nice. I'm shaving with a
I've been
clean
using
blade.
this drugstore razor, and I gotta tell you, everything gets clogged in there.
Yeah, I've seen you shave before SNL. I've seen you shaving. You need a better razor.
Gosh, I might have to get his.
Yeah. If you don't love Harry's, look, they'll make it right with a risk-free trial. So just get Harry's. What are you waiting for?
For a limited time, our listeners can get the Harry's Plus trial set for only $10 at harrys.com/Beck and Kyle.
Ooh, I want that.
Okay. This set includes the all-new Harry's Plus razor, one refined 5-blade cartridge.
Ooh.
Just say it.
Ooh, I want that. I want that.
A 2-ounce foaming shave gel.
Ooh, I want that. I want that.
And a travel cover to protect your blades on the go.
I already have that.
Just head to harrys.com, Beck and Kyle, to claim this offer. And after you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them.
Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
I'm going to need, if you go to harrys.com/Beck and Kyle, I'm going to need you to mention that you heard about it from our show, okay?
Because Kyle?
Mm-hmm. If this doesn't happen, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. There are people who are saying that they are going to harrys.com/Beck and Kyle, and it's not from our show. I need the truth out there, that it's because of our show they're going there. Please let them know.
Are you okay, man? You heard the man. Go! Start shaving. I tried to pass this. I tried to be like, oh, I like watches. And then I would go to buy another one. I'm like, I like this watch. I don't need to get into watches.
Look how good the silver dial has aged. It's like yellow.
Yeah.
No, I've always I think watches is the kind of thing, like when I was a kid, I had this Beauty and the Beast watch.
Oh, yeah.
I had a watch when I was like 6 or, maybe first grade or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like Belle, the princess, it had her head.
Yeah.
And when you flipped her head, there was a digital watch. There was a digital time.
I remember
like
those, the big
plastic
chunky
watch,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I love those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had like a Ninja Turtles one. Where
Yes, totally. I have that too.
So I had my Beauty and the Beast one, and I would be all the time around the house like, Ma, ask me what time it is. Ma, ask me what time. And she's like, for what do you need the time? I'm like, ask me the time. Nobody would ask me the time.
She wouldn't ask you the time. She just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I just could remember always gravitating towards a watch. I always liked.
Yeah.
Now, do you think your watches are synced up?
Oof. This is
I don't. I'm at 129.
I am too. Exactly. Look at that.
Wow.
That is
and
cool.
I don't always have it synced up because sometimes I just throw it on after I haven't worn it for a while and I don't set it.
I know.
It's
same.
like
I've been
jewelry.
there. Yeah. But I do wear this almost every day since I got it. It was such a big purchase for me because,
Me too.
first of all, it was such a big purchase and I wanted to do it. I actually spoke to my brother and he was like, it was the first deal I got. I got a script. I got $65K and I never made that much money.
Yeah, that's a nice chunk.
So he's like, you take a little bit off the top. We must live. And then everything else, but 3,000 of this, I was like, this is stupid. This feels stupid. And I thought about it for so long. I mean, I wanted to watch for, over 2 years, at least at this point. I've done my research, but I just, I had therapy, which I go in and out of.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Works a tiny bit.
Works a tiny bit?
Yeah.
For me, it worked a lot. And
Talk
now,
therapy? What type of therapy?
Yeah, talk therapy. It can work a tiny bit, which is better than nothing.
Yeah. You go in
And
it for a
she
little
was like,
tune-up.
and I haven't taken it off since. It's one of those things of I don't buy a lot, but when I do, it's like my glasses I've had for, 12 years now. It's like once you feel something fits you, I don't have to think about it now. I was
great.
like, I never have to think about a watch. I know I'll always want to wear the one. I wanted one since 4. I've been wearing them.
That's exactly how I feel. Just to mirror what you said.
Okay.
Just because then we'll move on. But like this was for my SNL entire run, my 8th year. I was like, I'm going to do something nice. It was 4,000.
Yeah.
Similar. I thought about it for years, tried a bunch on, and I got it. And at first I was like, special occasion. I don't want to mess it up. And then I was like, every time I get something nice, I'm like, special. And then I'm like, why not wear this thing every day? And now I wear it all the time.
Yeah, and it's like jewelry, like for a dyke or for
for
guys. It's like, well, what are you getting? Diamond earrings for an occasion, or you know what I mean? It's just
it's the thing.
I can remember where I was, the kind of watch. I had a Guess in high school. All my friends got together for my Sweet 16, got me a Guess watch. So you get into $100
Yeah.
watch is such a crazy jump.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, 130 for a fossil or,
Right.
Guess and it was purple. You could also tell how dykey it was, like purple with purple sparkles
Oh,
with
my
purple
God.
gems all the way around. The face was huge.
Yeah.
Purple leather strap.
Wow.
And I wore the hell out of it.
Now, my
great.
question is, your glasses you said you've had for 10, 12 years?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Do you feel any, because this is how I feel. Do you have any?
Needs to be a part of the conversation. You see this?
Well, that's part of the show is everybody.
You
No,
got it. See,
exactly,
we were going to do
exactly.
just the two of us, a watch
Because
talk.
I locked in on you. I don't know why. We've never talked, but it's a
Yeah.
natural,
Yeah.
and
a natural
you're
thing.
wearing it so well.
Oh,
anyway,
thank
go
you.
The
on.
podcast is typically everybody joins.
I
Yeah.
know Kyle, go ahead.
had to
So,
get it.
yes,
You're allowed-
the
yeah, yeah.
glass is 12 years minimum.
Has
I have lost
anything
count.
happened to them, or like, do you
Oh my
repair
God.
them? Is there any maintenance? Is my question.
Yeah, this
like
is
for me-
actually the second. I had this exact frame. See, I say 12 years. It's probably I'm going 20 years with this glasses.
Wow.
Like basically since high school.
you found your thing. You found your thing. So you've had
Yeah.
multiple versions of this.
No, this is just the second. These ones are probably 12. What happened was my friend her cousin came in from France, something. Her cousin's family had a Miata,
Ooh.
a convertible Mazda,
Very cool.
and let us take it for a drive. And we were thrilled. Always loved the Miata. I've always liked it, and we were driving so fast. We were driving to the country. I lived in Montreal at the time. We were driving maybe an hour out of the city. And I couldn't believe how fast we were going. And I was looking back, because I was like loving it so much.
Oof.
And then at a certain point I said, I can't see.
You didn't even know
The
that they
glasses
flew
The
off.
glasses flew off, but I was in such a state of euphoria because
Oh my
she was
God.
driving this thing like a maniac. And I said, Malay, like the glasses are $300. If you wear glasses, it's like $300 glasses.
Yeah.
It's
and it's your
crazy, the
face. It's a
lenses.
part of your. You can
It's
find
just
the right
such
thing.
an expensive ordeal. You got to get the prescription. I was like, Malay, we got to scour the highway for this. We'll see something glimmering. They're the tiniest glasses to find.
Yeah.
And she pulled over into the shoulder, and we walked back maybe, I don't know, before we realized this is.
It's not gonna happen.
Cars,
Yeah.
even if we do see them, how we get into the glasses.
Right.
We
right.
have to do like if you're in paintball or something, you gotta capture the glasses
you gotta
instead of
get it
capture the flag,
Right.
But then
like
the
Frogger or something like that.
the stakes are death,
Yeah.
and so we went back to the shop where I bought them, and they had one model. They had the display model. It was on a teddy bear.
Okay.
That's
It was
cute.
like, in the window they had like a teddy bear wearing these glasses. I said, no, those fit me. She goes, well, those are for kids. They're Oliver people, but they say Ollie people. They made a few kids models.
The kid model of Oliver Peoples.
But your
and
previous ones were not the kids.
They
model.
were, but they
Oh,
didn't,
okay.
I guess they didn't know. But when she took them, she's like, no, they're for kids. Because previous ones they just had in the store, but this one was clearly on a teddy bear. I said, I'm telling you, that's the glasses.
You knew, and that's what you've been wearing since.
Yeah.
And are you in? Do you know if they're still in production? If anything were to happen?
No, that's it.
So like you can't buy up a bunch of reserves.
I have the last two.
Because that's like me. I am obsessive about my glasses,
Yes.
and I've had one. I had a pair of frames prior to this that were different, but I could never replace them. So I eventually just had to like transfer to these ones. And when these go, I don't know. I've been on eBay already trying to find vintage Ralph Lauren sunglasses that I convert to eyeglasses, and they're not. It's not easy to find.
I
these
can get
things.
you good glasses.
But I like.
I think we can I think we can do better than this.
Jeez Louise.
I do.
Let me see. Yeah, I think we can do a lot better. That's a compliment. She thinks you can
I'm
look
saying,
better than this.
well, first of all, you're wearing grown man glasses. There's a lot more size options. I'm wearing kids. It's just not even made.
But
Do you
what
know
is
what I
it-
mean?
but-
My head is so small.
I think we should get some little kid glasses on Kyle.
No,
What do you
so-
think are the
Little-
right glasses for me?
Yeah.
I think we could go full tortoiseshell.
Okay.
I think we could move a little smaller, not like me small, tiny bit though smaller.
When you
'cause
say
you do have a
full
small head.
tortoiseshell, you mean-
We both have small heads. Obviously, mine's smaller than you, but relative male female.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you would. We could just elevate if you are open.
I think
would
this
love,
would
there's
be
a
a
few
good.
glasses shops that, and we can vlog it for your podcast.
We're gonna go eyeglass shopping now. Can I just say this up
Yeah,
front about the
please.
not knowing what you might fully sell me on, like this is the new
Yeah.
Kyle, but there is the chance that I'm gonna be like, I really like these and can appreciate them, but I don't feel ready.
Great. Then
But-
we move on.
But then we try the process. I mean, and
I want you to love. I love people to come into like you know how I always feel like a lot, and I am a lot. And yesterday I had I have social anxiety. I guess I was with like some more famous people than me, and I was really excited to be there. I'm not always good with that
yeah.
because I have no chill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am excited. I do like them.
Right,
You know, I have not developed a chill.
We developed it at SNL, but it took a lot of road
It
bumps.
takes a lot. And so fine. I give myself grace. I come home. I said, you
Yeah.
did the best you could with what, you know, with your personality. You grew up without a father. It is what it is. But where I get to really pop off is like stand up. I get to be even more me than I am. It's almost an exaggeration. Like there's no apology. It's just I am given the liberty to be a lot or whatever I want, or I can just, that's what I want if I'm shopping with someone. Like the liberty to be the most you. You don't like blue, it's gone. You don't feel hot, it's gone.
Right.
Like I want you to put something out and be like, wow, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever thought of.
You know,
Wow.
and you know the places to go. You have
there's a
places.
few
Okay.
very
All
good
right,
places.
And then you like you've done this with other people. You like finding this with other people.
Yeah.
You kind of
Well,
like.
I know
I
you
did
play
it with. I
matchmaker.
started
You
with
told
my
me that the other
brothers.
day.
Yeah, I have 5 brothers, and I grew up styling. It's so funny that I'm a dyke now, and we don't realize, but it's like I always dressed my brothers, and I always helped them with. At the time, my older brothers, there are plenty of fish profiles. I took all their photos.
Wow.
I gave haircuts. We went to Old Navy shopping together. My brother would be like, "It's from Old Navy. Can you believe it?" And I can, you know. And it's
And
like,
I can.
Old Navy was new. We always grew up going before it was cool. We shopped at Salvation Army and Village de Valeur, which is Value Village, and Canada's Goodwill.
Yeah.
And it was so embarrassing as kids to be poor and, you know, going through and getting your school clothing, you know. And there was a certain amount of clothing you needed from the school. They would send like a list. You need 2 shirts, 2 gym pants or whatever. So we would just fill in those holes going shopping. It was, I don't know. I used to be so embarrassed. And now it's like, I'm good at that. You know,
you're good at that from that process of like trying to figure out.
But then when we had stores like Old Navy, when my brother started working, my brother was working at Purolator, which is like FedEx.
Yeah.
Right? We have Purolator here. And having his own money, we like to go new. So we went to Old Navy, which was like new. You know, now I almost never buy new.
Yeah.
It's interesting I've gone back. But that felt fancy to us at the time. But I took my brother shopping. We styled them, dates. One of my brothers was colorblind. He's like, just blue with black. I'm like, just get out of here.
Just go. It's fine.
That's very sweet.
It's very sweet. Yeah.
Are
I
you
feel
close to all of them?
I'm close to a bunch of them. Yeah. I actually, I remember Schneer.
That is a great name.
Yeah. My older brother, they had a lot of friends over. And I remember they must have been like 18 and I was maybe 16, and I had a friend over and we were doing our makeup and getting ready to go out. And my brother like comes into the room. He's like, hey, ladies, like, where are you guys going tonight? I'm like, I'm not fucking telling you, get out. Okay. And he goes, well, you know, you guys going to the Dome? Because we might go to the Dome and, you know, it'd be, you know, worst case scenario is we go, we hit on a bunch of girls, turns around, it's my own fucking sister. I'm like, can you get the fuck out of my room? This
He's like, don't go, 'cause
nobody is thinking of this.
Yeah.
Like,
That's hilarious.
nobody is thinking of this.
Wait
very
a second, you're my
insane-
sister?
Yeah, it's like crazy. Like, you'll know before we turn. Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my God. I don't want to see somebody going by and be like, oh, I can't wait to pick. Oh, that's my
No,
sister,
literally.
dude.
Like he
That's
would.
hilarious.
He what?
What is the Dome?
The Dome was this club that would let in basically anyone underage, no matter what.
It
That's
wasn't
gotta
an
be-
underage club. It was a
No, it was in
normal club,
Montreal.
but-
In Montreal, the legal age is 18.
Yeah.
So already we were going at 14, 15.
Did you party?
Yeah, we went clubbing almost every weekend. We tried to get boyfriends and make out and free drinks.
Drinks, yeah.
Fun.
Drinking.
I mean, like scary, but also that's
Yeah, well,
exciting.
no, it was like we did it like once a week, and I would go out for a while.
that's
For
fun.
like,
Do you remember what were the hit songs?
like Hot in Here,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
that's
yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they played a lot of like, yeah, I think it was like a lot of R&B, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. It's just describing that
Mario.
getting ready scene with your brother
Mario.
and coming
Yeah.
in. Like it sounds like, because you had 9 siblings, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are all close in age. Did
Yeah.
it? And I know there's like a lot of chaotic periods, but like when you were did you guys move to Montreal?
Yeah.
Did it, like when you were there and you're getting ready to go out and stuff, did it kind of feel like living in a dorm or something? Like everybody's like,
You know
where
what,
you going? I'm going over here. Everybody's getting ready
I
to
guess
go out.
I never did the dorm thing.
Like living in a house with, you know what I mean? It sounds
Yeah,
like.
no, it was. I guess it was looking back like that. It just, there's no way to describe it because you are living with your brothers and sisters. It's kind of like comparing a family of like a nuclear family of 2 kids, 2 parents, a family of 4 to a family of 12. Is like, we also like co-raised each other. You know, like my little brother, I have 1 little brother and 4 older brothers. My little brother's not just my little brother. He's like my son.
Yeah.
Like there's something different when you're also left to your, like, you know, my mother really had us, you know, I can't be everywhere, so you guys have to look out for each other type of
Yeah.
vibe, like in the 1930s or something.
I want to bring up your special.
Oh.
So funny. I was rewatching it recently, knowing that we were going to have you on. I wanted to the first time I watched it was the first night of Hanukkah with my wife and her mom, and I took a gummy. You know, I'm a little high. We're settling into the couch, and it was really funny because it was like all men, little gay. And I'm like, hey, it's true, it's funny. All men, pedophiles.
Yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
it's not. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. And like the gummies setting in, and I'm just
It's
like,
terrible.
and then I watch it again, and I'm like laughing so much because I'm not high with my
Yeah.
mother-in-law and
Yeah.
my wife.
Is she only talking about me?
I'm not. It's actually because
Yeah.
because the thing is, it's so funny, and it like connects to such a truth.
Yeah.
In some even you know, so many of the parts where it's like, well, she is speaking truth. She's telling jokes though, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not a pedophile, even though the jokes are rooted in truth. I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah, it's like I fell in love with her. She was 17, but keep in mind, I was also 17.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
Keep
yes,
in
she
mind.
was underage. What you're not hearing is I was also underage. You know, there's things like that I kind of sometimes can play with because, again, comedy.
I was
Comedy.
watching it this morning and I laughed in that same bit during this pedophilia bit. You're then like, however you transition into it, something about like, but the kids, they're to blame too. I was like,
Get
oh,
the
wow.
fuck off.
I have kids jump on me. It's like, you know,
No,
and
I
obviously I'm talking about my nephew or whatever. So it's like, I'm obviously joking, but I'm like, bro's 10 years old. He's the size of me.
No, yeah.
Like a 10-year-old child running up to me. I'm like, bro, I can't take all this now.
I feel the same way. Even friends' kids, they like jump on me, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like, thank you, but like, it, you know, it's fine. But it
Yeah,
is
they're like,
like
scratching their ankles, sitting. I'm like, this
I'm
is
like,
like,
yeah,
like you're
yeah, like,
digging.
I'm
Your
not-
knee is like elbowing me. Like it's just,
yeah,
it's too
even
much.
even if you're just like, I'm not advocating. This was not my idea. You know what I mean?
No,
It's like-
exactly. So, you know, all jokes. Robby Hoffman, Wake Up on Netflix.
That's right.
Enjoy
Check it out.
it.
Were you
With Gracie
nervous
Bell.
at all about leading the special with saying that all men are pedophiles?
No.
That's so, it was so bold. Like, cause I was like, cause like you get into more of your, no, because like, you know, it is the most, it is something that would make somebody like bristle compared to anything else.
You know what
And I'm like, and I love you. Part of me watching it was like, I don't want you to push people away from your humor if they're just finding you
Right.
for the first time. You know
I
what I mean?
feel like
Because it's
I
so
like
bold
be
to do that.
upfront.
Yes.
Like my whole thing is like be the most. So then everything, you know, it's like get them out now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I love, what I love is like, I don't know if it's like one of the, it's like I don't want to say a profile shot of you,
Yeah.
but like you get a nice view of like this, probably 3 people are very heavily featured in the audience and they're laughing and enjoying it. But it's just so funny, like to get to like play, just to see facial reaction to like a bold statement like that is so awesome. And like, cause like, I don't know how I would, it's so funny to me, but I would maybe even be like a little self-conscious to be like, holy shit! Ah!
Yeah, I think the people who want to sit in the front are like used to, they
Right.
want some of that
looked well
attention.
dressed. They were ready to be.
Yeah, I think people who are like, okay, I'll sit in the front. It's like fine. I would be like you, though, and none of these things were on purpose. It's not like I thought to open with that stuff because to get people out. But if that's what it did, then I'm thrilled. It just worked with the vibe. It's interesting that people go like, oh, you've been working on this for so long. Like, what you saw, the hour and wake up, is the hour is just material I've been doing in the past maybe 18 months or something like that. So it's a snapshot of where, had you come 6 months later or 6 months early, maybe that wouldn't be the opening joke because there'd be something new or different and it's baked in somewhere else. But it's just where we caught it in the pipeline. That's where it was. But then, the silver lining is, okay, go big or go home, or if people lose it then, there's a lot coming up, also that, that it's sometimes good. And also, I'm not shy from a bristle. I would rather make somebody feel anything than nothing.
Yeah.
I would rather, if you're not uncomfortable at all, or if you don't object to one thing, then I haven't made you think about that thing, or you haven't even... I would rather the discourse than not, always, even if it's uncomfortable or it's hard or it's, I just would rather be on it and thinking about it and talking about ideas than not. That was.
Well, you do it in such a way where I'm like, you make it funny and like part of me is like, you get away with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think there are different, and I don't know if it's because you're like, and also like, as you've said, like as a more mask presenting, like.
By the way, you're walking, you can say anything here.
Okay, I'm on eggshells because
we're giving him the safe. Just say,
as a masked lesbian.
Yeah, you're doing so good. You're doing very good. You should be very proud.
Want to be bad.
This has been wild.
I'm like, wow, she can like. And also so funny and so smart. Yeah. It's like you can. It's like we want to hear you say this stuff, and you can get away with it because you're funny and smart. But it is like I imagine like you finding new fans that are like, "Yo, fucking Robby Hot," like dudes being like, I don't know, like you're saying things that like they're thinking. I don't know, like it's.
I know. It's always been. Yes, I get away with a lot. Half of it is because of who I am and the subject I'm talking about. And half of it is because I've been building that palette for people about who I am and what I'm, that maybe, because I got in trouble. I still get in trouble for a lot of things I say. Okay. But it started way back, even grade school, 3rd grade. Robby out. Kicked out of the class, I was always in trouble, this and that, I've in friend groups, I don't like your boyfriend.
Right.
He smells. Friendship gone, when you're 16 or whatever. I'm like, I don't like the guy.
Yeah, you're going, I'm not being an asshole.
I didn't realize that we have to be like, we have to like the partner. Right. Like, none of us like him.
Yeah.
He steals.
They suck. They're annoying. Just because we're a group, we have to like the person.
Oh, you don't like my new boyfriend. So I've gotten in trouble a ton, but then I've worked that to my, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's become part of the fabric of your persona.
Yeah, I've been able to like channel it.
Right.
Do you, in those instances where you told whomever, like, I don't like your boyfriend, he stinks, or whatever versions of that have played out over the course of your life and career, like, do you ever feel guilt, or is it like, no, this is who I am, that's what I wanted to say?
Here's the thing, I was never wrong, and so I have a problem.
Yeah.
I wish I was wrong. But I was right about the dude. When I think of him to this day, I'm still right about him.
Right.
And they're married, and the only regret would be that I lost a friend.
Right.
Wow.
And
when did you say that?
I'm just saying that was like probably where this happened. It's happened a couple times that I don't like people's
partner,
and sometimes I love.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the finesse back then. So maybe I was in my early 20s. But also there's a lot of I got in trouble with this group of girlfriends that I had. I think it's kind of like you guys finding each other in college. You find your people. Sometimes I had this like really core group of friends, and I'm still really good friends with two of them. So, one of my best friends from high school is still my best friend. But we realized in the group there needed to be some trimming out.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of friends with people who aren't your people. And that's a total normal process of growing up. You don't have to save every friendship, and you don't have to, it's just, I realized like this one girl, she would come to school and have like no stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was killing me. We're already in university at this point. We get to the class. By the way, I took the bus there. She's got a car. And she goes, I went to park the car and there was a quarter in the meter. End of story. I go,
What?
who hasn't? There's always leftover money a lot of times in the meter. It's just not.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything.
It's not significant.
It's like, it's such a fun bit to do when you're intentionally doing it.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
that's funny. But when you're in the moment, it's just, what
She's
are you doing? You're
as
taking
if,
up space.
Can you believe it? And we're like, yeah. And it's just like that one, she had to go. And then I started getting...
And how did she go? Were you like, you're gone?
I did a phase out because I was then invited to her apartment. It's like we were starting to get apartments. I've had an apartment forever. So I'm like, okay, she's getting her apartment. And she wants to do cupcake decorating. We're all going to come over and do this cupcake. I said, we
That's
can't
sweet.
just talk. Like, why do we have to have this fucking activity?
Yeah.
Like we just want to go. And it's like, I just said, I'm not going to make it.
Do you come over, but you're not going to make the cupcake?
It's a thankless job to be like us.
Yeah.
It's a thankless job to bring the funny stories, bring the personality, bring the hot takes. I'm bringing the goss.
And be like, this person bringing nothing. Why are we bringing them around?
Yeah, they have money and they have the night, but it's like, I'm bored out of my mind. Yeah. It's just a thankless job to be the one in the group, which I often shouldered a lot of.
Yeah.
Of like, you know what I heard?
You're carrying the weight. Yeah.
You don't know who DM'd me.
Right.
Gay. Gay.
Right.
She's sleeping with him. She's gay. Look at this DM. I
Yeah.
kept no secrets to
Yeah.
Wow.
But do you like? So you're in a group. How big was this group of?
like
friends?
7, 8 girls.
So some people were on your side.
Yes. Everybody agreed with me always.
But some people must have been like, well, I can't. Like
They can't. Yeah. No, they're still friends with her to this day. My mutual friends still friends with this girl.
You basically just you continue to hang out with whatever five of them separately from this other person.
Exactly.
I couldn't agree more with this perspective. Do you have this in adult life with new groups of friends? Do you feel like you can do that? Especially now, given your professional where you are.
I don't keep many friends.
Yeah.
In terms of like, I'm friendly with a ton of people.
Yeah.
Like I would consider us friendly.
Mm-hmm.
But best friends, I have a good handful.
Yeah.
Because...
And are they part of a group or are they individual? They're individual connections.
Sometimes it's individual just because we move so much. Now that I have my high school friends. And then when I'm in Toronto, I have my best friends in Toronto.
Yeah, yeah.
And then New York, and I met Carm.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, and then I got a whole dyke crew.
Awesome.
Dykes like me who are in this weird predicament. And it's like, oh, you found men's shoes in a size 6? Where'd you find those? Just sharing tips.
Yeah, yeah.
So some separate and some together. It is hard. What I have noticed, and this is, I'm good friends with Adam Friedland and good friends with Carmen Christopher. Mm-hmm. And they hadn't met.
Yeah.
When my guys meet each other, they both came to my birthday, and it was a small dinner.
Yeah.
Actually, they came to my wife's birthday first, Gabby's birthday, and it was a small. They were the only 2 guys, and my sister's boyfriend, too, and it was just wild. Like to me, they're 2 like Rushmores. I just love them.
Yeah.
But then to see them interact, like me being the link.
Yeah.
I found it really cute. I found it grown men making friends is like I don't even, I can't even articulate it. It's still
Right.
something I'm figuring out because I don't get I have such independent friendships with both of them, but I couldn't believe that they didn't know each other.
Right.
And I'm so close with both of them, but then it's like they hang out and now they're friendly
Now
with
they're
each other.
friends.
And you know what I've seen? That they like each other's stuff online. Like I see
That's
cutesy.
cute. That's
Yeah.
cute.
That
I
is
feel
cute.
like it's happening, you know, but it's just, that's an interesting thing when your one-offs meet.
Absolutely.
And I want them to be like, to me, I'm like, be bros.
yeah,
make it
it's
happen.
connect the way that we connect with
Yeah.
each other. I want this to
But
be
it
a
is a
group
risk.
thing, but it
it
is
might
a risk.
not work out.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
men
always
with
work
each
out.
other, it's like, you know, and
Yeah.
Karma will be like, well, you're my best girlfriend. I'm like, you're my best guy friend. You know, they
Yeah, yeah.
want who's best.
Who's best? Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
yeah. So it's just, but then they meet somebody else cool and they're like, yeah, he's cool. He's pretty good. You know, but they're not like, they don't want to.
They're not like, oh my God, you're Robbie's friend. Yes, let's connect. It's
Yeah,
kinda like,
versus
oh, what's
like
up?
two dykes I introduced to, you know, that they met through me, one from New York and one from LA, but now they both live in LA. And they got together and right away like, oh my God, Emila's so cool and Roxy's so cool. And I'm like, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best. It's funny when guys do it. Like,
They have trouble
Well, there's-
connecting.
yeah,
they have trouble
this
opening
is-
up, and
Yeah.
especially
We gotta keep a guard up.
emotionally.
Where we feel like, yeah, this is like, I don't even
how
know.
many best friends do you guys have?
best friends?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3.
Yeah.
Not including my wife.
Yeah. Would you consider Beck a best friend?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Now, do you guys are your best friends the same, or have you ever had your best friends in a room with
We have
his best
separate.
friends?
We definitely have some.
Separate best. Yeah.
And have they met?
I mean,
I
probably.
think everybody's met at this point.
Yeah, but they it's not the same. I don't think like any of our best friends would ever.
Yeah.
Isn't
hang
it
on.
so weird?
Yeah, it's funny.
I love it. Yeah, I agree. No,
Yeah,
so
but
I
there
keep.
is-
You're
It's
a lot
almost
more.
it's almost like there's more of a possibility for your friends to connect with each other if the connection isn't so strong. Like and not a best friend.
right.
But like, we're friends with
Yeah,
a lot of the same people.
exactly.
But when you have a best friend, it's a specific connection.
It is a specifically. And I'll say this: that all that helps. The weeding out and knowing how to find your people. It helps for when you do have those friendships. Like my best friends now really get. We're really like. I'll meet. It's not a matter of history. Just I think when you're in high school and then university, you've had the same friends. You're like, well, I've known them for 10 years. I've been
Yeah.
like history. Like I could meet someone. My buddy Jay. I met the first time I met him. Best friend. Like we've been
Yeah.
such good friends.
Yeah.
The same, like that sort of thing. And even though, now we're friends 6 or 7 years or something, but even that first year, it was like he was as close to me as any,
Yeah,
Right.
It's so
it
exciting
wasn't a
to find somebody
history
like that.
only thing. It was a people thing. It
connection
was like
thing.
you find your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have I have that with Allie Colbert, who's a comedian from New York. And just, we're both like, it's just, there's so much less explaining that has to be done if you're of the, cut similarly.
Yeah. It just happens.
Well, it's the time of the show. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if the premise was explained to you.
Well, the
if you got
premise
an
is that
email.
we do all the work, that you guys don't have a podcast idea.
Yeah.
And
That's
then you
right.
foist the work onto the unpaid fucking guests.
I
Is
did.
that?
That is correct. I actually, before you came in here, we were both like, I can't believe Robbie's coming in to do this show. It's so great. We're so excited she wanted to come here. And then I was doing an impression of you, exactly the same thing. I was like, she's going to be like, so wait, she's going to say, here's my idea for your show. You figure out what the fuck your show is about and you don't put it on us.
No, but literally, I
But,
was
yeah,
thinking on
in a
the
fun
drive
way.
here. I'm like, so wait a minute.
So wait a minute, what the
They
fuck
have
are we
me doing
talking
work
about?
for they don't know what it's about. I'm supposed to know what it's about. My idea for what it should be about was this.
Yeah,
Just this.
this.
That's it. You guys
Just
just
talk-
dial
chatting.
back. You don't need anything more, guys. Just dial
Honestly.
back. Two of the coolest fuckers. I
Oh,
almost
that's
feel
so
like
sweet.
calling Carmen out and being like, I have 2 new guy best friends.
Yeah.
It's you guys are out.
We're what, that we're out?
Yeah, no, you're in.
Carmen's
They're
out. I
out.
love
They would.
that.
They
Wow.
would. They would both. Like, what do you mean? What do they have that we don't?
Yeah. I would love
What
to
do
be
they-
best
What
friends.
does he have that I don't have? The watch? Adam will think it's the watch. You'd be like, I told you I wanted to get a watch. I've been telling you. He sends me the worst watch. I was like, what are you looking at?
Oh God! You'd be like, well, get the fucking watch.
Yeah,
get
we'll
the fucking
talk.
watch.
Yeah,
Stop
we'll
talking
talk.
about it.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
I think that I think that's an idea. So wait, so the idea
was this. We've had one of the greatest episodes probably of your podcast. I have to imagine.
Absolutely.
Came
We slipped in the conversation. There wasn't even a slight break. I could have gone in a million different directions the whole time.
The other thing is dating advice.
Ooh.
Because from the fellas, we don't hear a lot.
Yeah.
We're not getting, there's a hole in the market. You're married. Are you married?
I'm married. We both have kids.
Fellas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lonesomeness happening there. These dudes are sitting with their hands and they are lonely. You've been hearing about this. You're reading about this. And Jordan Peterson didn't get it done. He didn't get it done. And the fellas are lonely. And I think they ought to hear from other fellas who are doing it good. It might not be the easiest thing, but you're getting it done.
How do we?
I think in a way, you're the second gay guest we've had who's been like, you guys should tell these lonely incel guys, you should help them figure it out. Was it Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob the
Because
director.
I didn't get it on the list that it was something that was
No.
covered.
No. That wasn't the idea. No. That was. But I'm saying it's the fact that because you guys know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I help. Listen, I'm doing what I can, one guy at a time.
Of course.
You
did all your brothers.
Yeah, I got Carmen a girlfriend.
Is
out
that
of thin
right?
air.
They're such a great fit. She's
great
incredible.
fit out of thin air.
Wow. The gay women are making men out of the boys, and the gay men are turning the girls into women.
In terms of either this or dating advice, my only thought on the dating advice of it all is like, how can we, in this moment now, figure out a way to have people ask us questions, or are there universal questions we could try to answer?
No, but I could ask.
Okay, great.
Okay. Okay.
So
right,
and then we're gonna go to the neighboring studio.
This is gonna be a dating advice, and it's coming up right now. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Yeah, Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and do well online. Maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you want to scale your business. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid. All in one place. You're looking at me weird, Kyle. Everything okay?
I can't tell if you're about to beat me up or I'm about to beat you up.
I think you're about to beat me up. But look, okay. Look, in all seriousness, we're here to talk about Squarespace. It's incredible.
Like, do you remember messing with it with Finn Wolfhard?
I had so much fun. It was actually like the reason I feel like it's like one of the reasons I keep going.
You in terms of your like living.
Yeah, like just like
knowing
and making stuff. It's like, remember the Squarespace stuff with Finn?
Right. It's like
that was fun. That was easy. It was like there were like all different fonts and like
finding
you could add
cool
photos.
images.
Like
yes.
it was just like if my life could be like making a website on Squarespace, I would be like, I just feel like I would be so happy.
Check out squarespace.com/Beck and Kyle for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code Beck and Kyle to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
And you'll be so happy.
I really need to talk to you soon, man.
Sometime, yeah, soon. At some
Off mic. Okay?
Yeah, eventually.
Check out Squarespace.
You've been saying that for a couple of years, but you haven't made the time.
I want to make the time now. Have you heard this phrase, B? Adulting?
No.
Neither have I.
Yeah. Well, you can't just like make up words and say that they're things.
No, I know.
No, but for real, no. We all know adulting is
like,
one of the best.
It's like when like all of a sudden you're having to deal with this grown-up.
Crapola.
Yeah. Phooey. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one of those things was getting life insurance. It's like, because, you got like all these insurances.
Well, you want to make sure you're covered, right? If things happen, and they do.
If you're, if people, especially if people depend on you, if you have a family, or you're just, you're married to one other person, or to 2 or 3 or 4 other people, even more reason to get life insurance.
Well, Fabric by Herbalife is term life insurance you can get done today.
Wait, when?
Today. And this is my problem with a lot of insurance. It's like, oh yeah, we'll have it ready for you in a couple weeks. Oh, you know what? The insurance we're gonna get for you, yeah, that's not gonna be ready until in November.
I feel like I've had that.
2034.
Oh, jeez.
All of a sudden, of course, now I'm imagining what 2034 is like. It's like everything's flying, or the car, because now they got these self-driving cars. What'll be then?
Spoons and forks are doing you don't even have to move your arms.
Are doing the Macarena.
Yeah, doing them around.
Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance you can get done today, is my point. Made for busy parents like you. All online, on your schedule, right from your couch. You can be covered in under 10 minutes with no health exam required. All right.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I like. Look, if you got kids, especially if you're young and healthy, the time to lock in those low rates is right now.
Yep.
Look, it's just like Fabric is flexible, okay? They have high quality policies that fit your family and your budget, like a nice pair of jeans that fit just so. It's amazing. They got like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day.
Okay, now here's the thing that I'm always like,
okay, what's the thing?
You got to be kidding me. There is no way.
Yeah, okay, what?
Whenever I think about it, I'm like, that's no way that's happening.
What do you think, man?
Fabric is partnered with Gerber Life.
Oh.
Because they're trusted by millions of families.
Exactly.
Like yours, for instance.
Exactly.
For over 50 years. There's no risk. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. They have over... Okay. This is... And now, Richelle, I think our producer is messing with us. Because I'm looking at the screen, it says they have over 1,900 five-star reviews on Trustpilot. Sorry, that's got to be 190. There's no way that's 1,900.
No, it's 1,900.
Wow, you heard it from Richelle.
With a rating of excellent?
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be the best reviewed things I've ever had in I've ever even had.
Has somebody already gotten on the phone with Guinness World Records? Because that's insane. It definitely is, dude. You can trust Trustpilot. It's in the name. Look, stop listening to Kyle, do listen to Kyle, and join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to help protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/Beck and Kyle. That's meetfabric.com/Beck and Kyle. MEET is how you spell meet. Fabric.com/Beck and Kyle. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company. Not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
1,900. That's really cool. What's going on, Big B?
What's up, K-Man? Yes, back at it again, dude.
I was going to ask you, man.
Yes, ask me, dude. Ask me.
What are your New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolutions, I actually didn't make an official one this year.
Oh, fuck. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm
What
sorry.
about you? I want to get off my phone and more into, instead of just scrolling and thinking I'm learning and taking stuff in, actually go pursue stuff that I'm interested in instead of just passively soaking up my time by scrolling.
Yeah, I'm on the less phone time.
Mm-hmm.
A book a month,
That's
2
great.
movies per month.
Similar then, getting stuff
Trying
outside.
to get, always trying to get the physical activity in as well.
That's great.
We got a great guest today on our show. If you don't know what the show is, I don't know why the fuck you're watching or listening.
Yeah, go for it yourself.
Come to us. We got the answers because, ladies and gentlemen, this is dating advice.
Dating advice is our podcast. That's what it's all about. You told us. Dating advice is our podcast. That's what we'll talk about. With Beck and Kyle. Yes, and our guest this week, Robby Hoffman.
Wow, I'm very impressed.
Thank you for being
Really?
here.
Are you really impressed?
Yeah, I'm actually
It's
quite
incredible.
impressed.
I feel
You've
like
done-
so.
You have the graphics.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
You have the graphics. I mean, it's all put together.
Yeah. it's all
Very
about-
impressed.
Thank you.
Very impressed.
I've got to ask you, this is something we ask all of our guests. And this is a tough, and if you don't want to answer this, I understand. How many people do you think you've dated in your life?
Now, seriously dated or as a kid too, when I had boyfriends that were like,
I think that counts.
I think that counts. Were you like, will you be my
Like-
boyfriend? And then you dated for 2 weeks and you didn't talk and then you broke up?
yeah, will you be my boyfriend and never talk to them?
What age did that start? What was your first?
I was always young with it. I pursued guys heavily.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Like,
it makes
we're
sense.
talking.
Like
8,
we would go to the pool. Like we had girls swimming at the pool. I had separate girls and guys swimming at the public pool. But there was always a switchover where it's it was boys' hour.
Mm.
You know, so you'd see the boys coming in, the girls would be leaving because we didn't have swimming together. Like, if by the way, it wasn't a swimming class; it was like free general swim at the
But
community
they did
center
it
at the public pool.
Interesting.
So,
And then
I
you'd
would
be
always
like,
hang in the halls, you know, and ask
"Hey, how
somebody
you
out.
doing?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you were always confident with it. You were like, and you would pursue these guys young. I guess the question
I
is,
was
were you
always
confident
considered a
with
lot, and a lot of guys didn't like me,
it?
and I was considered annoying, and I still am annoying. And but I don't know why I still wanted it, and I still was like, well, I think I should have a boyfriend. And eventually it started working. But I also think I got prettier. I was still as annoying,
Yeah.
like, and a lot, but there was a certain guy that I could get.
yeah.
And that I was like, well, we have a boyfriend. Like, we've gotten it.
Yeah.
I think
you
that
figured it out.
confidence does go such
It
a
goes so
long
far.
way. And like the fact that I would imagine if I was that age, a boy, and like anybody was showing interest in me,
Right.
like I would then that's would be a big part of my attraction. It's just the fact that somebody's talking to me is like, okay, well, you're beautiful to me all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Yes.
I think it was
new
embarrassing
way,
for
maybe.
guys to be with me from a young age because, and now I'm older than that. Maybe I'm talking high school, because I was a class clown as a girl.
Right.
And I think it was just really not cool to be a loud girl, to be an opinionated girl. Like,
Right.
it was cool, it was fine, but it wasn't like cool.
As
it wasn't
far as,
like
like,
sick.
having-
Like, yeah. And yeah, it was a little like, I don't know, like I was a little lower class or something.
'Cause you
And
were-
I was also extremely poor. So, and by this time I was, you know, the families were wealthier around me. And so the whole thing was giving lower class, and they didn't really want that. But
Yeah.
slowly but surely I stuck with my thing. And I got hot too, which is very helpful.
So
So then people were confused about me. Like, do I like this annoying girl?
Mm-hmm.
But she's like hot. And I started dressing slutty. I'm like, why not?
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
And
That's great.
yeah. And then
That's fantastic. I love to
and
hear
then
that.
I
So you
don't
like you
that.
like you're
No.
just as slutty?
No, you're envisioning too
I
much.
absolutely love this.
Scissor me, bro.
Dude, yes.
I guess if you guys are
No,
all
I love
into it,
that.
I want to be
Yeah, we're
supportive.
scissoring.
Yeah.
We're
No,
scissoring.
I'll show you a picture.
I'm
Listen.
oh yeah, I would love to.
Well,
I would
no,
love
I
to
don't
see
want
what
to
you
show you a picture, Beck. I'll show you
I
a
love
picture.
it, Robby. I love
Show
that
you a
she's like, all right, I'm gonna
picture.
put myself out there.
Yeah,
and,
that's what
like,
I'm saying.
I'm gonna
You
get
have-
what I want. I'm gonna go for it.
Of course, I support that.
That's what I
To me,
support.
it's
Doesn't
listening to
sound
the
like he
41-year-old
supports
man.
that.
Yeah,
Doesn't sound like
yeah.
he supports
Me,
that.
I'm supporting. I
No,
just
no,
don't want.
you
I
know.
don't want to say. You know, I feel funny saying, "Oh, it's a hot little girl right
It's like,
there."
no, you're making it weird, dude. 'Cause
Why
I was
did you
just
make
like,
it weird
no,
like
Am I
that?
making it weird?
No, but
Why
you-
did he say it
Dude,
like
what?
that?
Like you're talking about pictures of girls?
I
and
never
stuff?
would have said it like that.
I'm in trouble.
I was talking about
I
her confidence as
personally-
empowering her as a woman to
He
just
really
like.
was. And then you made
okay.
it weird and called me a hot little girl. I
Yeah,
Oh
just,
it's
my
just like, so this is
God.
going viral, dude.
Okay.
This can't be going viral already.
Yeah, it's out. This is a live stream one.
Okay, so
Rochelle,
this
is
is my situation. Basically, at a time that I was like,
That is a totally different. Yeah.
I'm just in the bikini. By the way,
How old are
okay?
you there? How old are you there?
I'm probably here. I'm like 19 or 20,
Okay, good. That's the. Because that.
maybe
that-
18. I don't.
How
you know
old
what
are you?
I mean?
That's, how old are you there?
How old are you in that picture?
But you're older now, so it's all good because you're fuck.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like
I would,
you're
you know,
very
I
beautiful.
started just working with that too. But
Yeah.
I was still my same annoying whatever. But then what happened was guys who I was best friends with would fall in love with me.
Right now they're turning.
Because now I would have one friend who was a guy or whatever who let me be me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't too loud and I wasn't too obnoxious. All the ways that I still am today. And I'm perma working on this stuff, you know, since I've always been insecure about being annoying and too obnoxious. And I've been working on it forever. So maybe, you know, maybe it's something that is workable and maybe it's something, you know, part acceptance and part, but there was a few guys who they liked that about me.
Yeah.
Or they thought I was,
Because
I was, and then I was bringing the physique.
And that's just a whole nother, yeah, of course.
So
And of
they were
course
like, it's like a friend, but I could hit that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's
then,
like maybe not totally the same.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you ever had this experience where like I would be in school. Maybe I've said this on the podcast before, but like all of a sudden some random girl like who I had no interest in or was in another class would appear in one of my dreams.
Yeah.
And then I'd arrive at school the next day and I'm like, dang, she is beautiful. Like it's like I never considered it.
until they popped up in your dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what's weird is you grow up with these. If you go to grade school
Yeah.
and you're going through that puberty time and then you're a teenager, it's like, yeah, I'm walking in. I'm walking in like Amelia Bedelia.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then I'm coming out.
Overnight, whatever, over the summer.
So it's like, yeah, we don't fuck with Amelia Bedelia like that, but
Right.
fucking, okay.
This is a new era. This is a new generation.
It's like,
Yeah.
you kind of go through like the Urkel to the fucking
Stefan.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know?
interesting to develop that
and you
relationship.
clean up nice at the friend's wedding.
Very beautiful. I don't.
Very beautiful. Very
There's
beautiful now
there-
too.
I don't know how.
Always beautiful, no matter what.
I'm so nervous how to like
I know.
describe a
She's-
photograph of
Okay,
you as
okay.
a teenager.
She's trying to bait
1
us.
to
She's trying to
10.
bait us.
I can give it 1 to 10.
I can't look at that.
Beck,
I can't
one
look
to
at.
10.
She's
Scale
trying to
1
bring
to
us in.
10.
She's trying to prove something here about men. I don't
So
like.
I went through that phase where the guy was like in love with me, but he's like my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
And
that's
then
a
you
hard
did
one.
date him. And then you did date him, or no?
I
He was
did,
into you, but
no, I strung along, or I thought we could have the friendship with, you know, and or I liked even the attention that they did like. I didn't care about yeah, he's in love with me, but I'm not giving him nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not touching.
ultimately you're gay, and you're like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
There's nothing
ultimately
here
I ended
for
up
me.
being gay, and
yeah.
also I was like, well, he just has to manage if he's in love with me. I don't have to deal with that, and it's
Yeah.
fine. If he's in love with me, he'll come pick me up at school. I'm not gonna take the
How am I
bus
going to
home.
use this for the things that I need?
You know, and he'll be good to me, and I'll be good to him. I'm still bringing great conversation. We're still watching great movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll cuddle.
That's nice.
I'll
That's
give a
confusing
cuddle.
for him,
Oh,
but yeah,
man.
it's nice. I
Cut
think
mine
more
is-
people should just cuddle.
It is
If
sweet.
he's sitting there hard, it's not my
Right,
fault.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You know.
okay, now
Now-
get into the
now what
dating
are your-
advice.
yes.
So that's a little
So
bit
there's
about
a little history of
My dating thing now for guys
Yeah.
is
What is the
I know a lot of guys in serious relationships. I think that I'm not sure how much they're thinking about having kids, but I think there's no way to prepare for having kids. I don't have kids. You guys have kids, so I think it's a good next. It's almost past dating. It's more like once you're in the relationship, having kids. How does it change you? Is that there's that period. Sometimes the kid is born and the father doesn't connect it takes a lot longer because obviously the mother, if conceiving naturally has the baby growing inside of her, has all this like very hormonal connection.
Yeah, there's a lot of recovery there.
Yeah,
They're
and then
not-
so is fatherhood scary? Is it explainable? Is there anything they can look out for, and anything like that?
that the guys out there can look
guys
out
who
for
are just getting married maybe, or just getting together seriously and thinking about families.
I mean, I don't think there is really anything you can prepare for. I mean, you can like get to I think you get to a place in your life where you're like, oh, I think I can do this. And if your partner's like, yeah, I can do this with this person, then you do it and you try it, and it kind of like you adapt to it. You like nobody.
Are you
nobody
not
can tell you how to do
exhausted?
it. Oh, it's
Like,
so
'cause
exhausted.
suddenly you're not sleeping. Like, can you explain that first year?
I think I'm in year where my daughter's 2.5. And
Oh, wow,
she's been sick this week, and that's been affecting her sleep. So like we've been, I think, 2 nights ago, she woke up put her down at, let's say 8 or 9 p.m. She usually goes down at 7:30, but she just wouldn't she's fighting sleep now. So like now it's like a whole process just to like put her in the bed. So we're reading books, but she's delaying it. So it'll be like, I want another story, or like, I want to hang with mommy. I want to hang with daddy. Like she has these strategies so that she can delay the
I
actual
respect
like
her.
Yeah.
drop off into the crib. And then she wakes up again at like 1 a.m. and wants to hang out with us and wants stories. finally get her back to sleep an hour or two later, wakes up again at 4 a.m. She like is supposed to get up at 7. But the exhaustion thing is something that like I don't think you can properly prepare for, and that's a torture technique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that is, I think, probably one of,
Like
if not
in the
most
beginning when the baby
difficult-
is 3 months, like what are you sleeping?
But that is, I will say that for me, that was almost, I want to say easier
because they're sleeping all the time.
And they're like, there's no personality there, but like they don't have like I don't know, the intelligence, but the like kind of slyness to be like,
right.
Yeah.
Like you really start parenting when they can talk and manipulate.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
have to set boundaries and be like, it's constantly like, no, because if I say yes to that, then you will ask for it every single time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And being like, we don't do it like this. Or like, if you do want, like giving them things, but also just like trying to set we do it like this, we don't do it like that, even if you're screaming and crying. Although that's okay that you're screaming and crying, you can have your feelings, but you can't. Behavior isn't
How
okay,
do you
but feelings are
prevent from
okay.
going, you fuck it, like please fuck it. You know, like how
yeah.
like
I think that-
is it just it takes everything? Like you have to just deal with the screaming.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because and then but then if you don't fight it, it goes away quicker. Like if you're like, okay, I'll give you some space or whatever, and you don't go, hey, like try to talk them down sometimes. I mean, everybody's different. But-
And then on the flip side, are they just the cutest thing that you like squeezing and obsessed with them? Like you just can't wait to smell and hug them?
Yes, I would say like in
Right.
succinctly, it takes up all of your time and all of your energy, but it gives you a stronger energy that you never had before. Because they kind of become the driving force for everything. It's
Right.
like, yes, this is so exhausting, but like they're the thing that means the most to me and gives me so much joy. So it does give you energy in a way that is
It's because you've put so much into them too that you
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
feel like
And I will add
Mhm.
my like sort of general pitch on the whole thing always, not always, but like I am 41 years old.
Mhm.
We had our daughter, I think when we were maybe 39,
right.
turning 39. And I feel like I'd experienced all versions of like, I want to say love to me or something like that. I've had crushes. I had
Right.
relationships. I've dated, different versions of romance and sort of like whatever experimenting goes into figuring out what you enjoy in a partner or in terms of being in love. And when my daughter came into existence, all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is something I've never experienced. There's like 40
Yeah.
years of life.
I know,
and like
it's not
I didn't
explained.
know this was like, there's a whole new level to unlock. That was the
Yeah.
thing that was sort of like most, I don't want to say enlightening, but it's like, oh shit. Of course you hear people say like it changes you to have a child, but to like experience a new feeling like that was
a new
like,
orientation.
pretty-
in
That's the
world.
thing I think that would be my only, like, that regret would be the only thing, would be like, it's like when people say, oh, well, my dog is my kid, or I'm like, shut up, bro. We don't have kids. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like,
Because I've
bro,
had a
we don't
dog.
have
I do
kids.
have a
Like,
dog.
we could never know. It's like many things you can never know. I could, yeah, I dress like a boy or whatever. I can never know what it's like to be a man, for instance. I
Right.
can never really know. I can never know what it's like to have a parent. There's just to be a parent. Like it's just I know that it's a total different thing. We all have different experiences. There's many things like that. If somebody,
Right. What it's like to score a goal in the World Cup.
no, this is different.
Wrong again.
Yeah, no, that I could know. That let me practice. That I could know.
You kill
No,
it.
I just, that's why I resent when people go like, and I have a dog and a cat, but I'm never like, there are kids, like, in a serious way. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about?
I
Like,
do
it's
agree.
like
I do
we
agree.
have
I'm
pets.
like,
It's
yeah.
a different thing.
And
like,
that's okay. It's a
nothing
certain
wrong.
type of love. And there's
Nothing-
a
it's
strong
certain
love there. But the
thing. I think
responsibility
she's the cutest
also.
cat. It's just a total different thing. That would be the only. I'm just curious to feel. It's exactly that. Is that difference of that? That said, it's not enough of a curiosity.
Yes, and that being said, I'm hopefully with a bunch of majority of parents that would say, I would never tell somebody they need to feel that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or you have to know what it's like. You have to do it because like it's just. I mean, it is a unique thing, but you also get to live a unique life by not having kids and having this life that you have and not disrupting it with the needs of
Yeah,
of
no,
the
for
child.
me,
So
I
that
look
is
at it
something
like having
profound,
kids.
too.
It's like, do I want a new job?
Right.
Am
biggest
I
job
okay with
you've
my
ever had.
job right now? Like, I like my job. I like what I do for a living. And
Yeah.
it would be like, do I want another job?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I don't. Now, it's easier said than done for me because we're gay. So to go to have kids is, if it was something that happened naturally, maybe the conversation would be different, but we'd really have to go out of our way to do it. And there's a lot of there's a lot of tricky things about it. So it's easier for us to step away from it. And it's not a real, that we feel okay, not having them. I think if I was in a heterosexual relationship, I could be totally somewhere different. If it was by, virtue of a night or whatever, where it's like, doesn't have to have as much planning or something, then maybe. But because the cookie crumble like that, okay, then I feel okay doing it.
I also, I'm stating the obvious, I think, here, but like being a person with a child, talking to somebody who doesn't or people who don't, like, obviously, I also have a sense of jealousy of that. Being able to like get on an airplane, like I'm going to go to St. Lucia next weekend. Like that is sick.
Right.
Like there are all these things that it's like, obviously my life is changed in a way that I feel dedicated to my child, that I'm not going to be social. I'm not going to live my life in the same way I did. Whatever.
So you did have that very good party.
You got to
You
make
had a great
exceptions.
40th party.
You had a
Yeah,
great
it was fantastic.
But that's no sound of party. But that's
He throws it. You can have it all.
Well, you can.
You can have a new type
I turned
of love.
40.
Have
a
one
family,
child. Have one child. So
Okay,
you have
the
some
two-
flexibility.
The two fucked you. You
No,
think?
but we're
3?
we don't have 2 yet, but we're open to the idea.
Okay. You both have one right now.
Yeah,
Have to
we've
go
talked
there.
about the end goal. Family, having kids, but and we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
Do we want to say anything specifically to the fellas about dating out there?
I think you have to. Yes, I would like to say, you have to pick one. You have to. Like, I love being. You asked me how many people I've dated. It's not that many because I've liked to be in a long-term relationship. I really, maybe because I'm good with temptation. I've spoken to this a little bit, but it's like I grew up kosher.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're kosher, I just wanted a nugget. I wanted anything. I would get the waft of a fast food restaurant, somewhere I never ate, and I would be so tempted. I wish I could have it. But then I would go home and eat my mother's stew or whatever. It was chewy.
Like some
just
tendon
really,
stuff,
just
or
like. But then by the end of my meal, I was full. I moved on.
Yeah.
Like fine. It was my favorite meal as a kid ever. No, but I'm full as hell.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do my homework and go to bed. Like, let's call it a day. And I got good with temptation. I'm good at having 90% of what I want. I don't need all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that fellas need to get, and then that 90% could become 100%. It's like you actually enjoy your life, So I've always been a relationship person. And I think, dykes, we tend to, but maybe not. But yeah, for me personally, I've always liked, like, I can't wait to see 10, 15 years in. I've always, even, when we were talking about getting rid of some old friends, the friends I've kept, I've loved those 20, 30 year, like, the ones that you work on, that you've invested in, that are your people. It's just, I like the long term. But you are not having that other thing that you want. And I think that they think that they're trying to find that thing with the, you know what I mean? It's
With,
like you
like,
kind
right
of have
away,
to
you're-
know what ladder you're on and get into that.
I think that's great advice. A lot of guys are like, I want the 100% in that first year. I want it all. I want to be
That's what I'm
completely
saying.
satisfied. And if I'm not, I don't know if I can commit to this for the rest of my
Mm-hmm.
life. But what you're saying is, like, you need to find somebody that you can grow with, grow into the relationship, like the
90%.
potential of it. You see the potential. And I think that's great advice.
Because you're never not going to fight. Like, they're
Right.
like, well, you're never like, yeah, you're going to have stuff like that. But wouldn't you rather just get over a fight and then you're with your girl, you're chilling?
Yeah, like
Then you're just sitting there waiting for a new girl. Like it's just insane.
So like I used to say that Jesse and I, my wife and I, we decided to get we can get married because we started to argue productively or effectively or recover in a way where we were like, we're good.
Yeah.
Not because we didn't argue.
Yeah.
But because we were like, oh, we can do this in a good way.
Yeah, I feel like this is related, unrelated, but also I don't know that I'll be able to articulate it in the best way. I think that a lot of men have this feeling of, there's sort of the grass is always greener. There's something better out there.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to sort of understand that, like, if you are content, that is it. That's you've scored. You know what I'm saying? And like, that is a difficult thing to find in its own. And so
I do think there's something as the greenest grass, though. Gabby Windy.
Wow.
I think if you get married right, you find that you know that you have the greenest grass.
Yeah.
And you water it and it stays green.
Yeah.
A little massage, you water it, it stays
a little massage, you come home, a glass of wine, you got that green grass.
Absolutely. And I fully
so
agree
marry
with you.
right also. Don't just find the greenest grass. What is that for you?
But you might not.
But then don't look at,
my point is you might not have a good sense of what that is because you think there's something else out there.
Right. It's shifting the perspective a little bit as opposed to like the grass is always greener to like I have found the greenest grass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just let it roll with that. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Guys.
You're going to end the show.
Have 5 or 6 kids.
Okay, great. We're going to have 5 or 6 kids. We figured it out. To all the guys out there.
Your pets aren't your fucking
kids.
You're
not
Grow
that
up.
special.
Grow up.
Find somebody who's 90%, maybe 80%, and you'll get to that 100%.
No, 90%.
90%.
Okay, 80, because they can barely even deal with the 90 fellas.
Yeah.
Like, I can only have 90. They need, you know.
90's good.
Well, it's always great giving advice to you guys.
And thank you for listening to us. Please tweet at us, Instagram us, and show us your results online. And we always will love you.
And thanks for the pics.
Yeah, and thank you for the pics.
He's still thinking about the pics.
He can't get these pics out of his mind. His dirty
No, that's not what I meant.
This new fucking background is my pic.
All right.
It's not true.
17-year-old girl. It's inappropriate.
It's just inappropriate.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's not true.
I'm going to look up the age. I'm going to be 60.
She's doing a bit.
Maybe I was 13. We don't even know.
It barely made its way onto my background. I immediately got it off my background.
Kyle likes it. All right.
Okay, that
was fantastic.
Thank you for also I felt you gave us 2 options for the podcast idea. You gave us this and you gave us dating advice. And this I think we probably would have done the exact same thing we had just spent the last 45 minutes doing. So I appreciate that. I would have been very happy to do that, but I appreciate that there was another thing to try out because I do think it was poignant in many ways.
But I don't know. You know what I hate reflecting on it? Like I never want to talk. I never want to sound anti-family or something like this. Like I like for some reason I like, I want to be pro, but also pro what's right for people.
Yeah.
I'm pro basically everything.
Right. Which more people need to be. I think there are too many people with families being like, you got to do it. Because they're like, if I don't say that, then I made a mistake.
But I do think they got to do it. I think people with families should be promoting. But it's not like I'm promoting don't have kids. It's just that's how the cookie crumbled for us.
Right.
So, it's a weird thing to talk about as somebody who's not a parent, doesn't have. It's just more like, I think learning about that feeling of love, that is the one, because not that I can understand it, but it's like, it is if you've never had a pet and you get a cat, you get a dog and you think that's the cutest thing. Okay. So that's a tiny, maybe a 1% of it. Imagine like for somebody who's never had a pet and they never want to get a pet, like my brother Schneer, and now he's like, you got to get a cat.
Yeah.
Like he loves the cat,
amazing.
but it's like he's like, I don't know. I fuck with the cat. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
yes,
is it-
but you don't. And
I think
that's
if you
fantastic.
once you have it, I'm sure it's a total different thing. So
I think, forgive me if I'm like trying to put all this information
Yeah.
together in a sort of wrappable way that is wrong. But
we're talking freehand. None of these are articulated thoughts. Grow
No.
the fuck up.
Okay, there you go. Would it be fair to say what I think a show like that, the service I think that it provides is that you can choose whatever you want. Have kids, don't have kids, be into dogs or cats or into bugs or whatever your thing is.
With the like,
Well,
or like
let
little
some people
girls or
be
something.
into bugs.
You went weird again with the bugs.
Why is it?
I don't want to come to your house and you collect roaches.
Okay, well
Yeah,
just let me
that's-
finish the thought, okay, and then critique after the fact.
Go ahead.
My point
Go
being,
ahead, fine, say what you gotta
my
say.
point being is that like that was an avenue, a way of like you can at least hear what it's like for us, right? And you can make the choice. You can do what you want, be into your thing, but you got the chance to hear like this is what having a child, what is meaningful about it to us, or whatever, or not.
I like hearing that. I agree. And you guys are doing a good job.
Well, let's talk about
Okay.
your future. What
Yeah,
do you
what do
got
you-
going
I'm on
Robbie?
tour. We are basically sold out. I don't even know what's left. I don't know when this
It's-
comes out. We've sold out in New York. We added a show that I think has 60. That's probably sold out by the time this airs. DC, we sold out. We added another shows of maybe 30 tickets left. I don't even know if those are going to be available.
Yes.
We've added everywhere. Philly is low tickets. Seattle is low tickets. Toronto sold out. Added another show that's sold out. A lot. Thank you everyone. If even one or two more people I get from this cockamamie podcast,
Just like
I'm
one,
thrilled to have you and to meet you. Just thank you everyone. RobbieHoffman.com for tickets. Robbie Hoffman Instagram for the links to that and updates and any old school nudes.
Yes, nice.
So it's like they were interesting
Huh?
pictures.
They're interesting pictures.
Okay, so
Yeah,
and
go.
my podcast Too Far is Patreon only. Thank you for all of to all
That's
of
a
our
good
new
move.
subscribers. Subscribe to that. $5 a month.
Oh,
I
one
do-
tier?
I do one tier, $5 a month, 3 episodes a month. That's all I can do. Takes
great.
everything out of me. $5 divided by 3 is what? $166 USD? Less than the price
Yeah.
of a cup of coffee. Less than the price of supporting a child in need overseas. You could subscribe to
And
the Too Far podcast on Patreon.
you got to
That's
do it. I mean, it's great to have you here and just talk to you. Hear you talk about whatever. I mean, like, I love your special. You're so funny. And I'm so glad that you're getting such a bigger platform for
Thank
people to
you.
hear what you have to say. And it was
Thank
such a
you
pleasure
to my
having
2
you.
new guy best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long I've known you. Let's say we've been
Yeah.
mingling for
Yeah.
6-7 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's true.
But I want to say congratulations on everything. It is, as Beck said, it's been such an awesome thing to.
You guys.
so rad
Thank
to
you.
have your
If you haven't
voice.
checked
Work
it
you're
out
doing.
yet, Wake Up on Netflix. Is
Wake up on
streaming now.
Netflix. Check it
Yeah,
out.
thank you so much.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
With Beck and Kyle.
That was a Headgum podcast.